and Shin and Tav. Aleph, Bet and Gimel, Dalet, Hey and Vav and Zayin, Chet and Tet and Yod and Tav, Lamed and Nun Samek Ayin, Pei and Sade, Kof and Resh, Sin and Shin and Tav.
Hello everybody, this is Miss Rachel and it's time for Hebrew. We have been talking about the Mishkan or the Tabernacle, and we are going to review some Hebrew words that have to do with the Mishkan. These are all objects that are in the Tabernacle. And our first word is Mishkan, which means tabernacle. So our first object in the tabernacle is Aron Ha'edut. Aron Ha'edut. And that means Ark of the Testimony. It's actually three words that's put together. First we have Aron, which means ark. It could also mean box or even closet. Our second word is Ha, which means the, and Edut, which means testimony. So when we put all of that together, we have Aron Ha'edut, and that means Ark of the Testimony. Our next Hebrew word is Shulchan. Shulchan, and that simply means table. In this case, it's the showbread table, but it could mean any table, even your dining room table. Shulchan. Our next Hebrew word is lechem. Lechem means bread. Lechem. And next we have menorah. The menorah is the lampstand that was placed inside the tabernacle. Menorah. Now we have Mitzbeach HaZahav. So we have more than one altar in the tabernacle. And the first altar is the golden altar. And the golden altar was in the tabernacle, placed right in front of the veil that separated the Holy of Holies from the holy place. So Mitzbeach means altar. Ha, again, means the. And Zahav means golden. When we put it together, we have Mitzbeach HaZahav, or golden altar. Now we have another altar that's outside the tabernacle, and this was the altar that was used for burnt offering. So the first word is the same. The first word is Mitzbeach, but the second word is different. So we have Ha, which means the, and Olah, which means burnt offering. This altar was made of bronze, whereas the other one was made of gold. So Mitzbeach HaOlah means the altar of burnt offering. And our last Hebrew word is kior. Kior means laver. It was the bronze laver that was placed outside the tabernacle for washing hands. That's all of our Hebrew words that we have, but we're going to do a quick review. I'm going to say the Hebrew word, and you tell me if you can give me the English word that goes with that. Mishkan. Mishkan. Can you think of the English word? That's right, it's tabernacle. Aron Ha'edut. Aron Ha'edut. What is that in English? Aron Ha'edut. The Ark of the Testimony. Good job, guys. Shulchan. Shulchan. What is shulchan in English? Table. Good job. Lechem. Lechem. What is lechem? Bread. Menorah. Menorah. Can you think of what menorah is in English? That's right. It's lampstand. Mitzbeach HaZahav. Now this is a tricky one. Remember, we have two different things that start with mitzbeach, but this one is HaZahav. Mitzbeach HaZahav. The golden altar. Good job. And now we have the other mitzbeach. This is Mitzbeach HaOlah. Mitzbeach HaOlah. Do you remember what that is in English? That's right. It's the altar of burnt offering. Mitzbeach HaOlah. And our last Hebrew word was kiyor. Kiyor. Can you guys remember the English word for that? Good job. Laver. That's right. We have one last activity, and this is a diagram of the tabernacle, and it has each of the objects that we just discussed, and then we have the Hebrew words on the outside. So if you want to choose somebody in your family who can then point to each of these objects and then see if your family members can shout out what the Hebrew word is. So first we have the brazen altar, which is the altar of burnt offering. We have the laver. We have the showbread table, the golden candlestick, the altar of incense or the golden altar, and the Ark of the Covenant. So let's see if your family members can name each of those objects in Hebrew. And I'll give you about a minute to do that, and then we'll give you the answers. Well, how did you guys do? I hope you did great. So I'm going to go over these with you, and we'll be done with our Hebrew lesson for today. So the first object on here was kiyor, and that was the laver, the bronze laver. Shulchan, that was the showbread table. Menorah, that's the golden lampstand. Mitzbeach HaOlah, and that is the bronze altar or altar of burnt offering. Mitzbeach HaZahav, that is the golden altar, and Aron HaAdut, that is the Ark of the Covenant. Well, I hope you guys had a wonderful time with us today, and I hope you have a great Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.